I don't know if Charlie Kirk's fan base got an official name yet. I don't know because I'm not really that tapped in with that community. But his fan base, they Debo on the internet right now, bruh. They Debo. They got it, bruh. I thought the Barbs with Nicki Minaj was bad. I thought the Beehive with Beyonce was bad. No, Charlie Kirk's fan base right now, bro, they Debo, bro. They shutting everything down. See, bro, they just shut down my lotion. Now I'm become, bro, everybody getting shut down, man. Finn, people are losing their jobs for quote tweeting any Charlie Kirk slander with a laughing emoji. Corporations are bending and bowing down. I seen the Carolina Panthers had to issue an apology for people who ain't work for them no more. That's how hard and bad they really got the mainstream and the industries in a chokehold right now. TMZ ain't no different. TMZ caught themselves in the grip of Charlie Kirk's fan base. They were upset at them. They came out with a full-blown apology. I'm talking about minutes after the controversy started in an attempt to kowtow and bow down and submit. But here's the thing, though. In their apology, they got caught lying. So the controversy that got TMZ canceled by Charlie Kirk's fan base was when Charlie Kirk's death was announced, simultaneously clapping and cheering was going on in a TMZ office. Now, we couldn't see where the clapping and cheering was coming from, but nonetheless, clapping and cheering was going on as Charlie Kirk's death was being announced.
If he's still on the loose because they want to find him. So I would think that that's one of the main reasons they're holding this news conference. So my guess is we're going to see an image of this guy possibly in the next 20 minutes. The news conference is scheduled for 3 o'clock in Utah time, which is 2 o'clock Pacific, 5 o'clock Eastern. Janet, go to have somebody look at the Fox. Trump just posted that Charlie Kirk is dead.
All right, so is this ready to pull the trigger? We can get Trump cut in a second.
What did Trump say?
Yeah, who sent it?
So what did Trump say? Yeah, Trump just said he's dead. Yeah, he just said it. Okay.
And my sympathies go out to his beautiful wife.
Like right now.
Yeah.
True Social. True Social. Where is it? It's number 2 in pending.
TMZ is headquartered in Los Angeles. It's ran by liberals. Harvey is a liberal. They clearly have their biases, but if you're TMZ, you are known as a news organization and you somewhat got a veil of non-biasness and neutrality. So this is a terrible look, right? From my perspective, without a doubt, bro, do I believe that people in California, more specifically Los Angeles, who I believe are probably people of color who work for TMZ, do I believe that they were in the other room cheering, clapping after finding out that Charlie Kirk passed away? 100%. But it was a terrible look. When this went viral, it forced TMZ to come out and release a statement saying, hold on, bro. Before y'all try to burn us at a stake, please hear us out. They was not laughing at Charlie Kirk dying. They were laughing at a police chase that was simultaneously happening while we was figuring out Charlie Kirk was dying.
We were live streaming all day during this tragedy. When something happened in our office, as we were reporting the assassination of Charlie Kirk, there were some people in the back room away from our news desk here who were watching a car chase, and they were laughing, they were clapping, and you could hear it out here. And we want to make a couple of things clear. One is that I know these people, and they were not laughing, they were not reacting that way about Charlie Kirk's assassination. They were not. They would not work here if they did.
If you believe for 1 second, even 1 second, if you believe for a nanosecond that TMZ wouldn't employ people who will celebrate Charlie Kirk's death, then you're probably just as dumb as whoever they had in mind would believe this when they put it out. Of course they would. It's Los Angeles. It's California. Of course they will hire people who believe that Charlie Kirk is the Antichrist. And do you think it's out of the realm of possibility that those people, while seemingly off camera into a room, would celebrate and cheer the death of Charlie Kirk? Of course they would.
And that being said, we acknowledge that it was horrible timing. And for that, we are sorry. We apologize. We apologize that you had to hear that. And I get why, if you're watching the stream, you may have felt that that's what the laughter was about. We assure you, it was not about that, but it was horrible timing. And by the way, I get it too, and he gets it because we listened as we were talking. You can go back and look on the stream. I actually walked off camera to go back and find out what the hell was going on because it was inappropriate for the laughter at that time. But no one was laughing about the Charlie Kirk tragedy. Nevertheless, we apologize for the way it sounded.
This type of power, I can't put my hand on it. The last time we seen this type of power from a demographic, I'll be real, was probably 2020, the BLM movement and George Floyd, man. BLM had the internet, had the infrastructures, had the industries on lock. Man, if you was a black activist in your city, you was like the local rapper, bro. You was the most popping thing in your city during 2020, during those George Floyd protests, man. They couldn't tell you nothing. If somebody had a nerve to come online and say something anti-black or racist, no job. It's over with, bro. This is what this feels like, man. When you can get TMZ to bend the knee, TMZ has said and did worst to people. They ain't never apologized. They take it on the chin and say, get it back in blood. That's their principle, man. Get it back in blood. Harvey is gangster. Harvey is worse than Gucci Mane, bruh. Harvey gonna tell you, get it back in blood. And then run another hit piece on you the following day and say, get that back in blood too. So the fact that Harvey is bending the knee, Charlie Kirk demographic, is straight wreck on the internet, man. So Patrick Bet-David was apparently watching this, and he wasn't happy. So when they did their most recent episode of their podcast, Patrick Bet-David came with receipts to prove why TMZ are liars and why they were doing exactly what we feared they were doing, which is clapping and celebrating Charlie Kirk's death.
It was about, we assure you, it was
when
not
the laughter
about
was cheering,
that,
dude.
but it was horrible timing.
Okay,
And by the way, I get it too.
Do you believe them?
Absolutely.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
So they're saying a car chase.
Okay.
This is the car chase. Let us just show you,
Yeah.
and you tell me if you believe them. Go ahead, Rob.
Yeah, let's find it.
Tell me if this is the kind of a car chase that you would celebrate and scream. Tell me if it's that euphoric. Go ahead, Rob.
We're showing you right there on the banner below. You can see it started in Temple City, and we saw that. Go ahead,
25
Philip.
miles an hour.
Well, I wanted to let you know that President Trump has said Charlie Kirk has died. So that is the breaking news that we are likely about to have with ABC News. He was shot in Utah at a college there. We've been talking about that throughout the afternoon here.
Rob. Okay, so he's not lying. They are watching a car chase, and they are reacting to a car chase because the announcer on the car chase said that Charlie Kirk is dead.
Thank you.
So Harvey is essentially in his mind, well, we're not lying. Go back 20 seconds again, Rob, and watch what happens. Go back a little bit more. Go. Right there. Watch what the announcer says. Here's the car chase that they're talking about. Temple City. Go ahead.
That President Trump has said Charlie Kirk has died. So that's
what they're reacting
breaking news
to.
that we are likely
That's not
about
the car
to
chase.
have with ABC News.
So
he was shot in
So they're
Utah.
watching the car chase.
So, yeah.
The announcer announces Charlie Kirk's dead, and it seems like in all likelihood that's when they cheer.
100% fact they were laughing or cheering on Charlie Kirk dying, bro. And it'll be even worse if they say, yo, it got announced, and then a few seconds later, something else happened on camera, and we started to cheer and clap. That's crazy. His death got announced, no reaction. A few seconds later, began a cheer. Cut it out. I don't believe it. They were cheering when it was announced that he had passed. away. Now we know that for a fact and a certainty. But the real conversation here is how should TMZ react? That's where I believe me and Patrick Bet-David, that's where we disagree on in terms of where they should act and what they should do about this. Now, we'll get back to Patrick Bet-David shortly. Another lady, a Charlie Kirk fan, she actually broke this down to a science and proved by an almost certainty that the TMZ employees was for sure cheering on Charlie Kirk's death being announced.
Oh, I don't need TMZ's cameras. There's nothing I love more than a good investigation, and I'm coming to you guys with the receipts. Exhibit A, the alleged car chase that they were watching.
Right there on the banner below, you can see it started in Temple City, and we saw that. Go ahead, Philip.
Well, I wanted to let you know that President Trump has said Charlie Kirk has died. So that is the breaking news that we are likely about to have with ABC News.
Exhibit B, the giant clocks around their office. Exhibit C, don't worry, you won't have to do the math because I've done it for you. Timestamp, time. It is 1:07 and 15 seconds in the afternoon, with the timestamp on their video of 3 hours, 42 minutes, and 5 seconds.
For 3 o'clock in Utah time, which is 2 o'clock Pacific.
Exhibit D, we have the cheering starting at exactly 4 hours, 17 minutes, and 15 second mark, which is a difference of 35 minutes and 10 seconds. So if you take the timestamp plus the clock saying it was 1:07 and 15 seconds, add 35 minutes and 15 seconds, what time would you have? 1:43. So they technically were watching a car chase video. What do you think they were cheering for?
But we know for a fact they was cheering on Charlie Kirk dying. That's an absolute fact. It's in 4K. Past that, back to Patrick Bet-David and their analysis. I respect PBD, I respect the podcast, but here's where I respectfully disagree. They were talking about on what should TMZ do. They say a good resolution is the employees get fired.
We're not happy by the way those employees reacted. They're celebrating. These guys are not telling the truth. Harvey, respectfully, you're not telling the truth. You're telling the truth that they reacted to a car chase. Yes, but they reacted to what the announcer on the car chase said, not the actual car chase. There was nothing exciting happening at the same exact second, the same exact minute to have that kind of a euphoric reaction. Okay? That's absolutely embarrassing. If you have all the cameras all over the place, that's your business model. Show the camera footage. You have it. What were they reacting to? You have the camera footage in the back. Everywhere in that facility has cameras. Number two, what should happen to those people in the back that were celebrating? You're operating the company. You find out somebody is celebrating that. What should happen to those people?
Well, first of all, that behavior is despicable. Freedom of speech is a man coming to a podium expressing his views, and you don't like it. Omar going with a reporter expressing her views, and we don't like it. And there's consequences. You could get unelected. There's a lot of things that could happen. That is despicable behavior. And that kind of thing, you're employed by somebody, and there are standards of behavior. There is freedom of speech, at Valuetainment, just like there is at every company. Pat, I hate you. I don't like working for you, and I think you're a horrible,
You don't need to say public.
horrible leader.
Tom.
And guess what? You know what that means?
What?
You're fired.
Yeah.
We can say, okay, well, I'm sorry that you have that opinion. That's pretty despicable behavior, and that's a despicable opinion. So guess what? You're fired. You don't have to work here.
I disagree. I don't disagree because I believe what they did was right. I think what they did was wrong. I wouldn't do it. Obviously, if you watch my videos on this situation, you know where I lie when it comes to celebrating somebody dying. I think it's despicable and it's wrong. However, the right don't get to do this party switch conveniently. The right don't get to switch their views and ideology on cancel culture conveniently. Before Charlie Kirk's death, there was a lady called Shiloh Hendricks. Shiloh Hendricks called a disabled black boy the hard ER. She lost her job because of it. And white folks banded together, conservatives from all races as well, black conservatives, they banded together and they raised Shiloh Hendricks over $700,000 because she lost her job for calling a disabled black boy the hard ER. And the reason why people came out and said, hey, I gave her money, even though I'm not a racist, even though I don't believe that Shiloh Hendricks, did the right thing, but I still gave her money because this is a stand against cancel culture. People shouldn't lose their jobs and their livelihood and suffer permanent consequences because of a word. That was the stance for Shiloh Hendricks. That was the reason for why she was given $700,000 after being fired for calling a 5-year-old disabled black boy the hard ER. I'm saying if Shiloh Hendricks raised $700,000 because y'all was vehemently against cancel culture and people losing jobs over words, then why would the TMZ employees get fired? Aren't they expressing their freedom of expression? Aren't they celebrating somebody they believe was an antichrist suffering their demise? We have to be consistent here. We have to be. I'm on the side of, I believe that Shiloh Hendricks should have lost her job for calling that 5-year-old black boy the hard ER. I believe those TMZ employees should have lost their jobs for doing that on national television. I'm consistent. But if I'm forced to live in your reality, then I believe by your principles, y'all should not call for those employees to lose their job because y'all gave Shiloh Hendricks $700,000 because y'all believe somebody suffering permanent consequences of losing their jobs over a word is wrong. And I don't believe that conservatives should be able to conveniently switch now. Because I seen Nick Fuentes do a show the other day where he's pushing social media companies to deplatform and blackball and kick people off the platforms for disparaging Charlie Kirk after his death.
Charlie Kirk, for the people that are selling t-shirts, mocking his execution. For the people that are saying he deserved it for some such other reason. These people must be ostracized from our society. We must identify them. We must have them fired from their jobs. They must be censored on social media. There must be a cost. Because if there is...
TMZ, Harvey, you have to make this good. I'm one that actually watched some of the stuff that you've done over the years, and it's actually good.
I agree.
For you to defend and lie about what they reacted to, you lost so much credibility with me. So much credibility with me for you to behave that way. This is not the right type of way to behave.
No. We don't get to grift. We don't get to take the snowflake grift. We don't get to grift off free speech and then conveniently switch our position on free speech. Cut it out, bruh. Okay? But y'all let me know in the comment section. Again, I welcome anybody with a different opinion. Let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about this? Do y'all believe the TMZ employees should get fired? Let me know in the comment section. And if you think they should get fired, did you have this same opinion with Shiloh Hendricks? Or do you believe, there's a difference? And if you believe there's a difference, please, don't get scared, by thinking people will call you racist in the comment section. Truly give a real honest opinion as to why you believe it's a difference. You feel me? If someone calls you racist, I got your back, okay? Let me know in the comment section what you think. And if you're still watching, click on this video right here somewhere on my screen to find out why Charleston White is getting canceled for saying this about Charlie Kirk. Click on this video right here to find out what I'm talking about. I'm out of here, folks. Peace.